All my life I have been opening a window to let in the fresh air. When I came to work in Skopje, I was surprised that I had to check the air quality. That experience, that clean air is not something that we can take for granted, make me really aware of the problem of air pollution.
Khi lưu thông trên đường, tôi cảm thấy chất lượng không khí rất là tệ. Ngoài trời rất là nhiều bụi. Vì vậy tôi có sử dụng khẩu trang nhưng mà không hiệu quả.
And I think during this pandemic, the air quality definitely got better. As a bike commuter, before the pandemic, I knew how bad the air quality was. But during the pandemic, I personally saw from my window how much better the air was because there were no cars on the road and I saw mountains far away.
It's the health impacts. There's so many people are suffering from lung respiratory diseases like bronchitis and asthma, and lately it's been really concerning that the little children getting sick of pneumonia so often. Like in the winter times it's 3 or 4 times for one winter.
No ano passado, nós fomos o segundo estado da Amazônia brasileira com maior aumento de desmatamento, o que refletiu no crescimento das queimadas, a principal causa de poluição do ar.
Нэлээд их хөрөнгө зарсан боловч гэхдээ үр дүн төрөхгүй байсан. Гэхдээ энэ урд жилийн одоо 2019-с 2020 он шилжих өвөл Монгол Улсын засгийн газраас түүхийн нөхцөл төлхийг хариулсан арга хэмжээ нь бол нэлээд үр дүнтэй болсон. Үүний үр дүнд бол нэлээд 30-40% ямар ч суугатаа буурсан гэж үзэж байна.
Fazer o monitoramento da qualidade do ar é de extrema importância, especialmente nesse período de seca severa na nossa região. Para tanto, nós utilizamos os dados da rede de monitoramento de qualidade do ar instalada pelo Ministério Público no Estado. Isso nos possibilita utilizar um indicador a mais para dar o suporte necessário às nossas equipes de fiscalização e, com isso, tentar amenizar a situação dos membros da população acometidos por doenças respiratórias.
Sarajevo, due to its position and geographical position, has a unique climate, and therefore it is very sensitive to pollution, which actually collects in the valley. And this is very visible, particularly during the winter time.
During the winter and heating season, you wouldn't see the sky, you wouldn't see the buildings behind. Sarajevo is one of the polluted capital cities in Europe.
Yes, I'm really concerned about the air pollution as a citizen of Mongolia because it impacts health of people, and not only that, it also impacts people's mentality and makes them stressed.
Creo que la contaminación del aire es el elefante en el cuarto. Todo el mundo sabe que todo el mundo está consciente que se ha incrementado y que hay niveles mucho más altos. Sin embargo, en Costa Rica y como ciudadanos, creo que le hemos dado mucho mayor enfoque a otros tipos de contaminación, como la contaminación del agua.
I remember the last winter, 2019-20, when we had here fine dust parameters 10 times higher than the allowed values in the European Union.
Vietnam is facing with the air pollution problem, especially in the winter season due to the effect of meteorological factors in the combination with other emission sources such as transportation, industry, electricity generation, and households.
As you may know, 80% of the Mongolian air pollution is due to the Gir district, which is located in the outskirts of the city, and they're mostly off-grid, and they have stoves right in the middle for cooking and heating purposes. So it consists of girs, which is a traditional yurt, as well as detached houses. So there are many initiatives in improving the insulation of girs and detached houses and improving the energy efficiency of apartment buildings around the city.
Không khí Hà Nội hồi này ô nhiễm quá nhiều, cho nên là nhiều khi ra đường cứ cảm thấy như nghẹt thở. Cho nên là nhiều khi đi chợ tôi cũng phải đeo khẩu trang.
And what we have to do, we have to wear these masks practically all year long now. And at home and in the office we have these small electric pets that help us a little bit to suck the poison out of the air.
I don't have pollution problems in here. As you can see, I'm surrounded by nature. Unfortunately, I can't say the same about Brazil, especially now with all the wildfires and the poor measures the government has taken to reduce them.
What I want people to know is that clean air is extremely important, and the air pollution is directly connected to climate change. So what is now air pollution will in the future be climate change consequences.
I think like more practical research and practical solutions are needed in our country to make air pollution decrease.
We have to phase away from coal somehow in the near future.
So banks are now mobilizing their funds towards projects in the areas of renewable energy, pollution prevention and control, as well as clean transportation, to name a few.
So what measures would you like to see implemented?
Probably improving the central heating system and improving the infrastructure of the suburban areas so people can get easier access to heat and water.
After this simple but striking experience that clean air is not something to be self-evident, I will put more efforts to prepare support for good agricultural practices that will contribute to the reduction of the pollution from agriculture.
Currently, Vietnam is revising the law on environmental protection, in which the regulation on air quality management are integrated and strengthened.
I think if we understood it in our heart, then we can start making total changes. It will start changing our energy systems and changing the way we live, and also changing all the regulations around it.
Some measures we should keep after the pandemic, I should say home office. Let's do the math. Less cars on the streets, less CO emission.
Breathing clean air is a human right, and we should be using technology to promote that in a better and cleaner future.
I hope that many people will take this day for clean air and blue skies as an opportunity to pay more attention to the environment in the future. So ride a bike, save energy, use public traffic. Heat only with approved burning material, then we can enjoy the clean air and blue skies here in winter too.
And I hope that even after the pandemic, we get to keep this good air quality, and I still hope to see those mountains far away from my window.